Ubisoft put out a investors PowerPoint, and I'm going to read it to you because not only do they talk to the investors like they're morons, but there's actually some interesting stuff and shit that every gamer knew about 6 years ago, but now developers and companies and publishers are just realizing this. So let's start off with the first facts. They're comparing their past to their present. So it used to be a hit-driven cycle content, but now they want to be more reoccurring and dependable as far as their games. They don't want to do fire and forget games, just take chances. They want year-round and multi-year service games, much like how the community wants to buy a game and play that game for a year. This isn't anything new. They used to have low engagement, now they want high engagement. This shit's just fucking stupid just reading that. They don't want games with short life cycles, they want games with long life cycles. This is also no-brainers. They used to have no direct relation to gamers. Now they want consistent and direct relationships with gamers or players, as they put it here. It's interesting they said no direct relation to gamers, but in the next one they want consistent and direct relation with players. So they're not even using the word gamer, they're using the word players. So I don't know if that matters. I don't fucking care. They used to have low barriers to entry, now they want very high barriers to entry. I don't even know what the fuck that means. And they used to have a fragmented market, but now they want few big competitors. I'm not quite sure what that even means either. So they talk about the transforming gaming industry and more reoccurring and profitable recipe for 30% more profitability, question mark, bigger hits with bigger digital revenue. So let's go over Ubisoft's game lineup right now and how they want strong big franchises. So they have The Division, Rainbow Six Siege, The Crew, which I could have swore that game was a flop, Assassin's Creed, which everybody knows is kind of on a downwards turn, so they're giving it a break to rest, Watch Dogs, which was a turd, you have Ghost Recon, that Wildlands coming up, you have Far Cry on this list, For Honor, and Just Dance, LOL. So that's their list of games that they want to focus on. And as far as 2017, or 16 and 17, they have Rainbow Six Siege already out, but they're supporting. You have The Division, which is coming out. You have Ghost Recon, that game's coming out sometime this year, I think. For Honor this year, The Crew, and then they have one more game that's supposed to come out in 2017. It's a new AAA IP, and I think they said it was a multiplayer one. So as far as the key driver to their great engagement with fans is a year-round, multi-year live content services. And then as far as examples, they have The Crew Wild Run, which nobody played, I thought, and they have the Rainbow Six Siege Black Ice on this list. And then they also show off another thing to get new players to come play their game is movies, TV, theme parks, and consumer products. But the consumer products is for a different video, but I've already hit on that point as far as that's the real microtransaction thing right there. Then they have some other bullshit, how they have Assassin's Creed movie coming up, and a Splinter Cell movie. You have Ghost Recon on Warner Brothers. I think they're doing a movie maybe. And then you have Columbia Pictures. They have a movie with the Rabbids movie. You also have Nickelodeon. They have a Rabbids TV show. And apparently Columbia Pictures is doing something with Watch Dogs. I don't know about this, so this is news to me. And then they have some other bullshit. Let's keep scrolling down this PowerPoint. So here comes that bullshit where they act like their investors are morons. They say this, and I quote, watch this, creating new blockbusters is in their DNA, and they have the biggest new IP launches ever. Number 1 is Destiny, but Division might overtake that, watch out though. Number 2 is Watch Dogs, which was a flop, and number 3 is Assassin's Creed, which has gone hell quick. And they also later on enlist that the Crew was somehow a good game, which is even funnier. So they act like their investors just don't fucking know at all what's going on, which they're either misleading or whatever. Then they have listed here The Division as far as they're banking on heavily, and then they dick right it. They have For Honor on this list, and they put it IGN as they have IGN's mark that it was best of E3 on the list, so that's there. They show off that they have a proven track record of widening the audience, and this is also misleading because it shows Far Cry 2 sales, and then Far Cry 3 doubles it, and then Far Cry 4 is a little bit higher. But what that really came down to is Far Cry 3 was just a good fucking game, and of course a good game sold. Same thing with Rainbow Six. They have Rainbow Six Siege listed as 2 times bigger than Vegas 2. But that's literally apples to oranges. One was what I could have swore was a campaign game. Either way, and Rainbow Six Siege is multiplayer only, as you know, and it's just a try-hard game, and so it's like apples to oranges. They also hit you with some misleading Twitch data where it shows Rainbow Six Siege as the most played Twitch game, as just on this list though, and on the list is Halo 5 when it came out. That bitch was streamed everywhere on Twitch apparently, and it died insanely quick. Then you have Just Cause 3, which registered and then fell off, showed up, fell off, so nobody watches Just Cause. Then you have, what else? We have FIFA, did decent. FIFA's alright. And then also on the list is Star Wars Battlefront, which is a joke on Twitch. It's like pretty much dead there. Expanding successful franchises. So 3 years ago, they didn't have any multiplayer games that were centric. They only had 2 open world games, Assassin's Creed and Far Cry. You only had 1 action adventure game, Assassin's Creed. No RPGs, and only 1 shooter, Far Cry. Well, as far as franchises. And then now and tomorrow they have listed, the long list of, examples. They also have South Park listed as an RPG, which is just fucking funny. They just bloating numbers right here. They're going from the old model where you used to try to make a hit game and then another hit game and another hit game. Well, that tried and true model has eroded just like the hair on top of all the investors' head, because those dudes got that old money. And so now they're going after some of that new money. And so what that new money is evolved into is you want to make a core game, then you want to make events, then you want to update the game, then you want to give the tools to the community, then you want continuous improvements, then you want expansions. So you just want to milk that one game, or you want to make that quality base game and then just support it, and nobody has a problem with this. This is this is DLC, but this is done right. This is just making an experience, and gamers have always wanted this. Don't bullshit me if you're a gamer. You've always, PC communities have always wanted this. That's why they mod the games to keep the games alive, and console gamers have always wanted this. That's why Destiny caught on so quick, is because they were doing that, and even DLC from like Battlefield. So Ubisoft has learned a lot of shit to live this here live cycle. And so what they learned is if you make a game, then give it live content, then give it activities, then that equals engagement, then that equals, everybody watch out, that equals profit and value and money. So that's how that works. Or in other words, make a good game and support the game and you'll make money. Astonishing that it took 2016 investor report to figure this shit out. I know, it's crazy. Ubisoft has also learned to not spam the market with shitty games, thus ruining your brand value. So they pumped out 56 fucking games in 2010, and they learned that maybe they should drop it down to less than 20. So 2014 had 15, 2015 is 14, and 2016 is projected at 12. There's also a report that they're trying to get it all the way down to 5 games in 2019. Are unit assumptions aggressive, question mark? 40 million units. Gotta love the PowerPoint, because it literally just asks a question, doesn't answer the question, and then throws out an aggressive stat at you, completing the cycle of bullshit. Anyways, this has been part 1 of this video. There's some more interesting shit. I gotta go to part 2. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Leave a comment. There's really interesting shit, and I'll leave a link to this in the comment section below. This is Beginning 7. Tune in for part 2 for more cool shit. Swag.